what is actually hiding in the dark of space? Because beyond the familiar planets and that comforting starlight, scientists have discovered anomalies that justify explanation. We are talking about wandering phantoms, astronomical scars, and forces that could literally unmake our reality without a single moment of warning. And that is exactly what we are breaking down in today's explainer.
Okay, let's dive into this. Today we're mapping out this journey in 4 parts. 1. Invisible threats in the dark. 2. Violent cosmic catastrophes. 3. Scars and empty spaces. And 4. The unmaking of reality.
Chapter 1. Invisible Threats in the Dark, Wandering Worlds and Ancient Phantoms.
Back in 2023, the James Webb Space Telescope completely shattered our existing planetary models. Astronomers pointed it at the Orion Nebula and found 540 objects they dubbed jumbos. That stands for Jupiter Mass Binary Objects. These are planet-sized bodies that orbit absolutely nothing. Now, standard theory just does not predict how so many of these could form independently of a host star. And because they have no star, they produce no visible light. They are practically invisible to us. But here's the truly unsettling part. Theoretical models suggest they might not be completely dead worlds. Internal radioactive decay could actually generate enough heat over billions of years to maintain liquid water beneath thick ice shells. And current estimates? They say there could be billions of these rogue planets drifting silently through the Milky Way alone. Some might even be passing through our solar system totally undetected.
But the dark is hiding a lot more than just wandering planets. Primordial black holes are a completely different beast. Unlike normal black holes, which form from the collapse of massive dying stars, these ancient killers were born in the violent, chaotic first fraction of a second right after the Big Bang itself. In fact, some physicists propose that these objects could actually account for the universe's missing dark matter. Because they can be incredibly dense and microscopic, imagine 10 to the 12th power kilograms compressed into less than a millimeter, one could theoretically pass straight through the Earth without triggering any of our conventional detectors. We literally wouldn't even know it happened unless we happened to detect the subtle seismic aftermath.
Chapter 2. Violent Cosmic Catastrophes, Screaming Dead Stars.
And this brilliantly illustrates just how violently outmatched our own solar system really is by the rest of the cosmos. I mean, our sun burns steadily over a nice, predictable 10 billion year lifespan. But other objects, they release energy on an entirely different scale. Take 2004, for example. A dead star, known as a magnetar, specifically SGR 180620, suffered a starquake. It released 250,000 years' worth of our sun's energy in just 0.2 seconds. It was so incredibly powerful, it actually ionized Earth's upper atmosphere from 50,000 light-years away. Then you have gamma-ray bursts, dropping a sun's entire lifetime of energy in mere minutes. And quasars like TON 618, they shine 40 trillion times brighter than our sun, easily outshining entire galaxies. The sheer scale of destruction these events output is just staggering. But listen, this isn't just abstract cosmic dread, it's intimately tied to us. In 2017, astronomers detected the collision of 2 neutron stars that had been spiraling toward each other for billions of years. That event, designated GW170817, produced a transient explosion 1,000 times brighter than a standard nova. That single collision forged several Earth masses worth of gold, along with platinum and uranium. Think about that for a second. The gold in your jewelry, the platinum in a car's catalytic converter, even the iodine in your own body. All of it was forged in the violent death throes of ancient stars. We are, quite literally, made of the screaming debris of cosmic disasters.
And speaking of dying stars, we really have to talk about gamma-ray bursts. These are not your standard spherical explosions. They are highly focused jets of radiation. If one of these fired within 8,000 light-years of us aimed directly at Earth, it could instantly strip away our entire ozone layer, pouring unfiltered ultraviolet radiation onto the surface. In fact, it's seriously suspected of causing the Ordovician mass extinction about 440 million years ago, which wiped out 85% of all species on Earth. But the truly scary part? There is a dying Wolf-Rayet star out there right now called WR104, located about 8,000 light-years away, and some astronomers think its poles might be lined up directly with us. Because that beam travels at the speed of light, we would have absolutely zero early warning capability. None.
Chapter 3. Scars and Empty Spaces. The Great Nothing. Normally, the universe is structured as a vast, densely packed web of galaxy clusters. But then there is the Boötes void. This is a region 330 million light-years wide that is just profoundly structurally empty. It only holds about 60 galaxies in a space where there should be tens of thousands based on the surrounding density. Standard models of physics really struggle to explain a void this massive, but the real irony here? Its shape is nearly perfect geometrically. It is so unnaturally, deliberately empty that some fringe researchers have pointed out it looks exactly like what a highly advanced Kardashev Type 3 civilization would leave behind if they were out there harvesting the energy of entire galaxies.
And you know, the emptiness gets even weirder when we look at the oldest light in the cosmos. Discovered in 2004, the cosmic microwave background cold spot is a 1.8 billion light-year wide anomaly literally imprinted on the afterglow of the Big Bang itself. It has been described as a wound in the fabric of creation that points either to something missing from our physics or something vast and strange pressing against the boundary of everything. It's significantly colder than everything around it and statistically almost impossible to explain through just random chance. Actually, some physicists published a mind-bending analysis back in 2015, arguing this cold spot could be an imprint, like a massive cosmic bruise, left over from a collision between our universe and a completely different parallel universe pressing against the boundary of our reality.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Chapter 4, The Unmaking of Reality, the End of Physics. Theoretical physicist Edward Witten proposed a quiet nightmare in the 1980s known as strange matter. Think of it as a highly infectious state of matter. If just a microscopic speck of this, called a strangelet, were drifting through space and happened to touch Earth, well, because strange matter is at a lower, more stable energy state, it would spontaneously and irreversibly convert every single atom of our planet into more strange matter. It wouldn't be some big, fiery explosion. It would just be a silent, light-speed infection turning Earth into a cold, dense sphere of strange quarks. No drama, no warning, and absolutely no survivors. And hey, if that doesn't keep you up at night, vacuum decay definitely will. When scientists finally discovered the Higgs boson in 2012, the measured mass placed our universe in a deeply uncomfortable metastable state. Imagine a huge boulder precariously balanced in a shallow ditch on the side of a really steep hill. Given enough time, or just the right quantum perturbation, that boulder is going to roll down. If the universe's quantum state rolls down into a true vacuum, it creates a bubble where the fundamental laws of physics, the mass of electrons, the strength of forces, are entirely different. Atoms simply can't exist there. That bubble would expand outward at the speed of light, instantly deleting physics as we know it, and it would arrive before we could even process the light of its approach.
So the crucial point is, we might not even need vacuum decay to unmake us. There is a calculable timeline for a cosmological event called the Big Rip. If dark energy acts as what we call phantom energy, accelerating expansion without any limit, this is exactly what the cascade of destruction looks like. 200 million years before the end, the expansion force overcomes gravity and literally tears galaxy clusters apart. 3 months before, solar systems break. 30 minutes before, planets are physically shredded. And in the final fraction of a second, the space between electrons and nuclei expands so aggressively that atoms themselves are ripped open. Everything simply ceases to be.
Which brings us to the ultimate chilling irony of it all. Ordinary matter. Every star, every planet, every person you've ever known makes up just a tiny 5% of the universe. The other 95% is made up of dark matter and dark energy. The dominant force controlling the ultimate fate of our universe, dark energy at 68%, is completely invisible. It doesn't interact with us, and it is fundamentally unknown to our science. We are essentially just a 5% rounding error in our own cosmos. And how little do we actually understand about this 68% of the universe? The gap in our knowledge is a staggering 10 to the 120th power. When physicists use quantum mechanics to predict the density of vacuum energy, which is our leading theory for dark energy, their mathematical answer is larger than the observed reality by a factor of 10 to the 120th power. As multiple renowned physicists have pointed out, that is arguably the single worst prediction in the entire history of science. Our two best theories of reality, quantum mechanics and general relativity, are fundamentally clashing on the single most important force in the cosmos.
Which leaves us here. Whatever dark energy is, it has already decided how the universe ends. The question is, what is unmaking us? Just recently in 2024, data from the Dark Energy Spectroscopic Instrument suggested that dark energy might actually be evolving and shifting over cosmic time, which completely destroys our simplest models. We are living inside a reality that is slowly and perfectly unmaking itself, driven by forces we can't name, measure, or stop. Keep looking up, stay curious, but remember how little we truly understand about the dark. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you in the next one.